It's a worldwide transfer embargo. I have taken the top 10,000 clubs in Football Manager in the pre-game editor and removed their ability to make transfers. Now, there are some clubs that can, but most of them, if not all, are below the playable leagues. So they are going to be able to come through and over the course of 100 years, get into the league structure and maybe start winning some trophies. We might have some current amateur clubs winning the Champions League. How about that? Let's jump in and start simulating this 100 years. So we'll just start off here. Manchester City, transfer ban till 21-23. And then we go somewhere else. We'll go to Bayern Munich, transfer ban to 21-23. And we go to Bundesliga 2, to Hanover, transfer ban to 21-23. I could keep going like this, well, for 10,000 clubs, as per the intro. Real Madrid, 21-23. Are we all getting bored of this? I think so. You get the point. You get the picture. No bugger can make transfers except teams that are basically not in playable leagues. I mean, no point going 1 year because not much is going to happen. So we're going to go 10 years. Straight off the bat. 10 years. Because something might change in that time. In terms of the league structure, well, at this current time, at the beginning of the save game it is, we have got these nations loaded with all these subdivisions loaded. So let me tell you, it took a bloody long time to simulate. So at about 60, 70 years in, I sacked off Belgium, Netherlands and Portugal and a couple of, maybe the third tier of France as well. I did sack some of them off because it was just taking an age to bloody simulate. Holiday forward, whatever you want to call it, that's what we were doing. We'll have a look at how long the simulation's been as we drop in at different intervals. So as you can see, the game status at this current juncture is at 3 minutes because all I've had to do is just open up the database and save it. Most of those 3 minutes, it's just ticked up to 4 minutes. It's been me waffling at the start of this video. So 10 years into the future, here we go. 2033, 10 seasons in, and it's 3 hours and 6 minutes. This is going to be a regular feature throughout this video. 11 saves, because it saves every year, and it's called Worldwide Transfer Embargo, for those of you who give a shit. The current best player in the world is Endrick at 193. I thought he got changed to a 160 to a 190 on this year's Football Manager. Maybe not. Or maybe he got moved back up to a 170 to 200, but I was certain it was a 160 to 190 because the only 170 to 200 was Lamine Yamal, right? I don't know. Second best player in the world is a regen. Erling Haaland is there. Maicon, also a regen, and bloody hell, is he good. Oh my word, worth 4.2 to 12.5 million pounds. Everyone wants him. Of course, no one can bloody sign him. No wonder he's not been bought. That's the purpose of the bloody video. 189 out of 192. Jude Bellingham, not for sale, 700k a week. I mean, they're still paying the big wages, yet players can't be signed. They can't be signed. I also did endeavour to prevent outside takeovers because that is a way that you can remove the transfer embargo, as we've seen in the past. Mikel Arteta is now in charge of Barcelona. Of course, there's no point really looking at this because all the players are going to be in the same place. Everyone that we recognise still plays for the same team. But obviously, players that are coming through in the youth academies are going to kick on and potentially be superstars for their clubs. So are we going to see some different teams winning the leagues? We've got great youth academies. I'm talking about your Southamptons. I'm talking about your Leicester Cities. Fantastic youth academies. Are they going to be Champions League winners? Well, we'll see, won't we? Let's go to the Premier League. Oh, well, the Premier League so far, boring. It's all been City, Liverpool and Arsenal. And Chelsea have won one. Brilliant. Fantastic. Well done. Gareth Southgate in charge of Southampton. 20 youth recruitment. Oh, well, look at this. Look at this. No transfer embargo for Geesley. English Northern Premier League Premier Division. So they're not in the playable leagues. Enfield Town. Isthmian League. Not in the playable leagues. Again, but they've not got transfer embargoes. I'm sure this is all going to come to fruition where these are going to start rising up the leagues and they're going to be signing some of these players. Because they can. But there's no transfers to speak of whatsoever. Spanish First Division has been all about Barcelona. All about Barcelona. Real Madrid won a couple, but Barcelona are the team to beat. Serie A, well, it's basically Milan, isn't it? Juve have got one. Yeah, Juve have won in 27-28, but it's all about Inter and AC Milan. The Bundesliga, well, Bayern Munich have had a decade of domination, apart from bookended by Leipzig winning the first and most recent seasons. PSG are dominating France, except Rennes have just snuck in the 2032-33 season. How lovely to see. The Eredivisie has been dominated by Feyenoord, really. PSV have got a couple, and the Portuguese league has been shared around quite nicely. Love a bit of the Portuguese league. Always seems to share it around. And the Belgian league, our last stop for Bruges, really. Genk have won one. Ghent, Anderlecht. In terms of Europe, then we've got Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, and PSG with the wins in the Champions League. The Europa League has been shared around quite nicely. No one really massively unusual. The teams that are in it, I expect to sort of go on and win it, really. Conference League, a few different winners, standard. Hey, Aston Villa with a couple, lovely. Atalanta sandwiched in between there. Man United winning it in 25-26. Scaloni's in charge. Kobbie Mainoo, 175 potential ability. Let me tell you now, the end of the season I think he's probably going to get a little bit of a boost. He's probably 150 to 180. Definitely 160 to 190 in my opinion. Speaking of where people are, which I wasn't. Oh, you're joking. Ralph's already gone. 10 years in, Ralph's already pissed off. Can you believe it? Right, well, not a lot has happened in that first 10 years. A bit underwhelming, to be perfectly honest. But like I say, we have gone through quite a long time. 100 years for the transfer embargo in itself. So, what should we say? Let's really start jumping through and let's go another 25 years. We're 35 years in. 10 hours and 59 minutes at this point at 35 years into the experiment. 11 hours from well over 100 years. Okay, so the best player in the world is currently for RZ, Zico Hogevorst, the Dutch player. And then the second best player, Ryan Hughes at Brighton. The third at Anderlecht, Callum McGilroy at Blackburn Rovers. Matt Jones at Liverpool, Dortmund. Two players at SEP, which is Palmeiras. Isn't it? Yes, it's Palmeiras. Of course, the Brazilians that are going to come through are, An In Shik has gone there. He's Korean. We started out there, but yeah, just a couple of great players there. West Ham, Everton, Racing Santander, West Ham, Nantes, Tottenham, another SEP, another Palmeiras player, Anderlecht. So Anderlecht have got a few players up here. Interesting. Probably going to have won a Champions League or two, maybe. We'll see. So we're going to start off at the Premier League, of course. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, and more recently, should I say, Brighton. 4 wins for Brighton in the last, in the 50s, basically. And that's lovely to see. Lovely to see. Marc Briand is the manager. And they've got some other good players as well coming through that youth academy. There we go. Still got the transfer ban, of course. Spoiler, 2 Champions Leagues there, 46 and 51. We'll be checking on that in due course. Before we do that, we're going to go to Spain. And Atletico Madrid have won 1. Villarreal have won a handful. Vigo, most recently, with 20 youth recruitment, they've come out of nowhere. They've not got the biggest squad, and they've not got the best squad either. 154 is their best player. Excuse me. Real Madrid, not got a manager. Yeah, few players above 154. Not the best squad, though, but all coming through the youth academy. Jude Bellingham, of course, is a key player. Club legend is Jude Bellingham, of course he is, because, everyone's staying, aren't they? For the full a lot of time. But not a lot's happened in Spain. A couple of wins. Vigo, most recently. That's nice to see. Inter Milan. Wow. Well, it's been all about Milan. We last here 25 years ago. Oh, my God. 5 for AC Milan. 20 for Inter. AC coming second. Boring. Bore off. Kieran Brown in charge of Inter. How long has he been there? 13 years. God, he's won 13 leagues and 20 cups. Won the Champions League a couple of times as well. It's old Kieran Brown. He's there. He's a club legend. Of course he is. Well, Bundesliga. We love to see it, don't you? Bayern Munich's stranglehold on the Bundesliga has been, loosened, shall we say, for lack of a better term. They did carry on into the 40s and then they snuck into the 50s with a win, basically winning it most seasons. But Köln have won a couple, Dortmund have won 3, and Leverkusen in the 50s. Bayern most recently taking their trophy back. They've been second 4 years in a row previously. I'm quite pleased at that. Absolutely. No manager for Bayern Munich. Not got the best squad either. Portuguese League, and it was being shared about. It's not now. Benfica are just dominating. Boring. PSG, nowhere to be seen in the last few years. It's Lyon, Lille, and Rennes in the last 7 years. PSG did win quite a few before that. Lyon were coming through, as were Nice. But PSG have won the lion's share so far in this 35-year opening spell. The Eredivisie, RZ. Well, we've just seen RZ have got the best player in the world, and they've currently won the last 4 league titles. They've been on the rise, though. They did win actually a few back in the late 30s, early 40s. PSV, Vitesse, and Ajax went on a bit of a tear. What was that? 8 in a row? 9 in a row, excuse me. And then 4 in a row for RZ. Ajax finishing second, third, not even in the top 3 in the most recent season. 4 from Grace. Where are they? 6th. Oh, no manager. Oh, Darren Mulcahy. You'd expect Ajax to be doing better with their youth academy. I suppose RZ have probably got a good one as well. Yeah, they have. Yeah, or 20 for everything. I think most teams are going to start getting 20 for everything, really, because they've got no other method of spending their money. Belgian League, then, and well, I was expecting a lot of Anderlecht, and we have got a lot of Anderlecht. Genk have won a couple most recently. Of course, we are looking at massive youth academies for everyone at this juncture. We're 35 years into the future, and the Premier League's looking. There's not massive teams in there that you go, oh God, how have they got themselves in there? Of course, youth academies, everyone's got great youth academies now. Max youth rating for all, it appears. Let's go down the leagues. Transfers. All these players going to Hitchin on frees. Oh, look at this, Hitchin are in the Championship. Hitchin have got themselves into the Sky Bet Championship. So here we go. Let's go down the Championship. Who's not got a transfer ban? Look at Chesterfield have got up there into the Championship. They were in non-league to begin with. There you go. Hitchin Town, no transfer ban. They've got themselves into the football pyramid, and they're gonna go on to win the league. They're going to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Let me tell you now. Other teams are coming up. Other teams will be on the way. You better believe it. You better believe it. Look at the transfers. Let's go down to League One. Any of these teams. Carshalton Athletic in the Vanarama National League South. Harborough still in non-league. Lewis in the Vanarama National League South. Oh, here we go. Spalding, surely. No, Spalding still in non-league. A few transfers going on. Well, maybe there's not so many teams at the moment. Maybe there's not so many teams yet, but I think it will be on the rise. Teams will be on the rise. We will be seeing a lot going on in due course. So the transfer ban is over in 21-23, and then we have 25 years post then to sort of check in and see how when teams can buy again, will the status quo return, or will the teams that have made it there over the 100 years keep their place? We are in 2058. I feel that I want to do, we're only 35 years in, I feel I want to do another jump. We're going to go 30 years now to 2088, which will be our penultimate drop in before the transfer ban ends. We will then be jumping in at the end when the transfer ban ends, and then we'll go another 25 years. So let's go to 2088 and let's see who has gone up to the Premier League from non-league. Look at this as well, League 2, just before we do that. 3 teams on 95 points. What an end to the season that was. Well, there you go then. The 2 best players in the world in 2028. In 2088, the 2 best players in the world are playing for Hitchin. And then you've got 1 at City, 1 at Benfica. Then you've got 3 more at Hitchin. So, Ivan Pena, he moved for free. Oh, God. And then again, free from Schalke. So they're not even paying for these players. Again from Dijon, free. 3 million from Blackburn for Craig Christie. That's disgusting. He's only played 33 times. He was signed at the start of this season. How on earth? The transfer market is so broken in the 2080s because no one can bloody buy players. £3 million for the 6th best player in the world. Jens Schmidt, free from Stuttgart. Of course, all these players are free. So it all came through the youth academy. Oh, here we go. Geisley, however you say it, 11.5 million from Hajduk. Jose Maria Reyes, free from Malaga. So they'll be in the Premier League. Well, they are in the Premier League, you can see there. Liverpool still in the Premier League. Hitchin, another couple of players. God, Hitchin are going to have so many Champions Leagues. Well, let's go straight to the Premier League then. And there you go, Hitchin. And Geisley have won one as well. Most recently it is Hitchin. Anyone else? Geisley and Hitchin. And other than that, the Premier League looks very Premier League-ish. Very disappointed with that, to be honest. I thought there'd be a little bit more all over the place. Teams going down, teams coming back up. But I suppose with no one being able to buy anything, all they're doing is investing in facilities. And so everyone's got the best facilities. Sort of cancel each other out. Past winners then, well, Hitchin have been there for a while and they've been dominating the Premier League, really. Liverpool had a great run in the 60s. Brighton had a few in the 50s, which we saw. Not won again since, so Hitchin. We'll have a look how many Hitchin have won in a moment. Geisley have won just the once, but they've finished second 4 times in a row. Liverpool third in the last 5 seasons. Spanish First Division, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Okay, so nobody in the Spanish leagues has come through from way down low. Maybe there's not enough teams. Maybe out of the 10,000 teams, all the Spanish teams that are in the database were covered. We'll never know, will we? Barcelona have won the league by 23 points ahead of Real Madrid. Oh, hang on, Burgos. Oh no, they have got a transfer ban. They just don't recognise them. You know. Eredivisie's up in third. Oh, and I'd got rid of it by this point. I've got rid of the league at this point, and there you go. RZ not winning it. It's a shame. I had to get rid. AC and Inter still in Italy. Oh, boring. Bore off. Portuguese league got rid of. Liga Uber Eats. Yeah. Bit of Lille. Bit of Lyon. Bit of Rennes. No PSG in the last 30 years. Bundesliga's down in 7th. Can you believe that? Bayern Munich, Leipzig, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Mainz. Shared around a bit, but nothing major. Köln up there. Not won it for a long time. I think, again, all the German teams were probably just covered off in the database with the transfer embargo. Yeah, look, even Erzgebirge. Oh, transfer ban. Well, in terms of the Champions League then, in the last few years, I don't think we checked. Did we check the Champions League last time we were here? I'm not sure we did. Villarreal have won a couple. Brighton have got a Champions League back here and in the 50s. Go on, Brighton. I think we saw that on the club screen, didn't we? Anderlecht in the 53-54 season. Liverpool won 6 in 7 years, sandwiched around Lyon. Anderlecht again. Then we're going up. We've got AC, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Lille. Hitchin in 2078-79 were their first. Then they won it again the following season, runner-up to Anderlecht in the 80-81 season. Then they beat Anderlecht in the 81-82 season, beating Barcelona in 83, Guiseley runner-up in 84. Anderlecht beating Liverpool, United beating Hitchin, Hitchin with another 2, Hitchin beating Guiseley in the most recent season. So that's 6 Champions Leagues, 11 Premier Leagues for Hitchin. Guiseley, 1 Premier League, 1 Europa League. No Champions League. Just runners up. Okay. Well, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Still got 35 years of the transfer embargo to go. Still got 35 years. Did we look at how long it's taken to sim? 19 hours and 8 minutes. To this point. And I had to get rid of some of the leagues. That's why. Because of how long it was taking. Anyway, end of the transfer embargo. Here we come. 21-23. Let's go. Okay. As the transfer embargo ends, we come back and we see the best 2 players in the world are currently playing for Guiseley. 196 Emiliano Diaz, £3 million from Boca Juniors. Now, that was 4 years ago. Maybe he wasn't that good. And, you know, finances when you do buy them from teams abroad, it can be much lower. Nedim Husic, free from Dynamo Zagreb. Grant Reynolds, free from Guiseley. He's wanted by Al Hilal on transfer. Have we run out? Has the transfer embargo actually officially ended? It has. The transfer embargo has ended. So we are going to be getting transfers upon transfers almost certainly. Well, let's go and have a look in on the Premier Division and see what is going on. Well, Guiseley have just won it most recently on 107 points, 16 clear of Hitchin, 1 defeat all season. That was a 3-0 defeat to Liverpool. Basingstoke are up there as well. They've not won the Premier League, but they've just finished 3rd. They've won a Europa League, an FA Cup, a Conference League. How long have they been up in the leagues? Been up in the Premier League for about a decade. I mean, they've flitted around. They keep going up and down. They yo-yoed from the regional Premier Division to the Vanarama National League South. And then out of nowhere, they just went, come on, should we just kick on? Yeah, bang, Vanarama National League South. Up they went, South, National, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier Division. They got promoted consecutively from the regional Premier Division. Did they have a tycoon? Surely they've had a tycoon. No, they failed financial fair play regulations in multiple seasons and still got up. How? Getting a transfer embargo from that. Bloody hell, Basingstoke. So anyway, we're looking back at the Premier League, and as you can see, Guiseley and Hitchin have won. Well, Tottenham have actually won in the 90s, but other than that, it's been Guiseley and Hitchin. When we were last here, 2088? Yeah, we were about here. So yeah, it's just been Guiseley and Hitchin all the way through. Basingstoke's second there, but nothing else to speak of. Bundesliga's back up in second place. Fair play to it. Freiburg, Schalke, Leverkusen. Munich with a token Bundesliga trophy in 21-13, 21-14. Schalke with a few. Yeah, shared around quite nicely. Eredivisie, still not loaded. Apologies. Spanish. Girona have won a few. It's been Villarreal, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Not a lot happened. Liga, all about Ren. No indigestion for Liga. They got a lot of Rennie. No. I'll leave that in because it was shit. You're welcome. Yeah, Ren, Leon. No, Lille. Just Leon. Any couple for Leon. Rennes have just absolutely dominated it. They've probably won some Champions Leagues. We will see in a moment. Serie A. Still boring with the Milan clubs. Oh, Lazio won one. Bologna have won one. Oh, for God's sake. About 6 or 7 trophies, like Serie A titles, have been won by not the Milan clubs. Absolutely pathetic. Get a grip. Portuguese league, Benfica just dominating. Slovenian first division's got up there. Is this the wrong experiment? Slovenia have turned up to the wrong bloody experiment, ladies and gentlemen. That was Slovenia versus Slovakia. Max youth rating. Anderlecht have just Okay, since we got rid of the league, which was probably around in the 60s, Anderlecht have just won it every single year. So just the 60 years in a row. That Winkle Sport. Now, as the Champions Leagues, then, well, we've got Rennes there, we've got Vitesse, we've got Geesley, we've got Hitchin. We've got Anderlecht winning the Champions League, yeah. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Spurs, United. And so how many have Hitchin won then? 22 Premier Leagues and 15 Champions Leagues. But Geesley, 24 Premier Leagues and 15 Champions Leagues. Geesley have snatched it towards the end. They've come back into it. They were considerably further back. They've just lost in the final to Hitchin, to be fair, in a 1-0 win. Piero Carletti signed for £425,000. A 185 current ability player. Look how many good players they've got. But Geesley probably got even better players. Well, we've seen. Look at that. 2 in the 190s, so many in the 180s and 170s. Brilliant stuff. What recruitment. What recruitment. Jordan Davidson's in charge. He's been there for over 10 years and surely a club legend. Yeah, just at the bottom. Loads of managers there. To be fair, quite a few managers have been there for quite a long stretch of time and they've all won trophies in the last, 40, 50 years. Because they've managed to get themselves up there and they could make transfers. So we're at the end of the transfer embargo. Has anyone started with any transfers? Oh, here we go. Oh, Hans Zorn was bought by Geesley for £105 million. All of a sudden, they're paying over the odds for players. 166. 105 mil? They've just paid 1.5 million for him. I mean, he's not very good, is he? He's awful. What are you buying him for? No one's been bought yet. But as you can see, Winkle Sport are here getting... they've got him to Belgian League. Because they haven't got a transfer embargo. Okay, transfer embargo done with. We are going to go through 25 years to 2148 to the end of this experiment. Can Geesley and Hitchin carry on dominating world football, or will some of the old guard sneak back up and take back over? Let's go and find out. 1 day, 9 hours and 23 minutes was the simulation for this 125-year experiment. As you can see, that's a hell of a long time. That's nearly a day and a half of just my computer just going... Means I can't play Football Manager or do anything else on Football Manager during that time. So I have to do it in intervals during the night while I'm sleeping. As I've got a young baby, don't sleep that much. So this took quite a few days. So if you've enjoyed it up to this point, do please drop a like on it. It'd mean a hell of a lot to me. And it will go some way to massaging my electric bill. It won't. I mean, a like doesn't pay me anything. But, you know, it make me feel good about myself. So, yeah, drop a like on it, please, if you're still watching. Thank you. Right, in terms of the shortlist then, let's go and look at the best players in the world. And, of course, the best player in the world is Miguel Angel for Real Madrid at 199. Signed for £75 million from Benfica. Mouloud Larbi at Hitchin, 197 out of 200. 110 million from Dijon. Christophe Blakener at Girona, free from Salzburg. Giacomo Cesaroni at Tottenham, 192. 9.5 million from Sassuolo. Okay, so the Premier League, well, as you can see here, so Geesley in 4th, Hitchin down in 6th, Basingstoke in 8th. Everyone else has been pretty much... Oh, Chesterfield up there getting relegated. Tottenham winning, Aston Villa 2nd. Tottenham have won the last couple. United, Tottenham, Hitchin, Geesley. Oh, it's been all Geesley. 38 Premier League trophies for Geesley. Hitchin, just a 24. Hitchin only got to what Geesley won last time we were here. Dominated. Absolutely dominated. Uber Eats Liga, Rennes just still not even going to bother. Bundesliga, Bayern Munich sneaking back in, but it's been all about Leipzig. It's been very dominant, hasn't it, for the last 30 years. Serie A, yeah, Lazio. Oh, Empoli with a couple. Nice. The Milan teams, again, boring. Boring. Portugal, gone. Spain down in 6th. Can you believe that? Real Madrid, Girona. Atletico Madrid, Villarreal, Barcelona. Eredivisie's gone. Slovenian First League. Turkish Super League. Well, where the hell? The Jupiter Pro League's all the way down there. I think we covered all the leagues that we've got loaded, haven't we? England, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. Yeah, they're the only leagues we've got loaded now. Okay, fine. Tottenham Hotspur have won 10 Champions Leagues in this experiment. Most recently as well, beating Rennes in the final. Real Madrid also have got another one. Benfica beating Arsenal. Rennes beating Girona. Arsenal beating Benfica in the last 5 years. Then we've had Tottenham, Benfica, Rennes, AC. Tottenham, Geesley with 3 and 4 years here. Hitchin, another 2 for Geesley. Rennes, Anderlecht. Geesley with another 2 in 3 years. Hitchin losing loads of finals over here. Another win for Hitchin. So Hitchin, how many? 16 Champions Leagues. Not bad. Geesley, 24. So Geesley have won this experiment. Not that there was a competition between any teams at all, but these two made it about themselves as they were both doing very, very well. And because Hitchin started off doing better, kind of like how Geesley came back and dominated, personally. So there we go. That has been our worldwide transfer embargo. Should we have a look at the Euros and World Cup while we're here? So since we started with France, England, Spain, England, Italy, Spain, England, Spain, Wales, 3 and 4 tournaments for the Netherlands, Croatia in there. Belgium, 2 for England, Portugal, Scotland in 2096, beating England, the scenes. England then got their trophy back, beating Germany in the final. Italy beating Wales, then we had Belgium, Portugal, Wales, Spain, England. Italy with a couple, Spain, and then France. And wow, look at that. 3 World Cups in a row for Italy, 2 runners-up for France. Portugal, Germany, USA in 2046, beating Denmark in the final. Then Mexico beating Germany. Just a weird couple of tournaments, if you ask me. Brazil then beat Spain. England beat Argentina. Then the Netherlands beat Argentina. Then Argentina beat England, getting revenge. Portugal, Netherlands, Brazil, Argentina, Netherlands, Spain, Brazil, Belgium, Italy, Netherlands, Germany, Portugal, Italy, Spain, England, Portugal. So that's the teams that have won it. Austria 3rd place there. Scotland 3rd place as well. Austria 2nd place there as well. So, yeah, just thought I'd have a quick check in on internationals, just because it is what it is. But yeah, Geesley won this experiment, even though it wasn't a competition. But there we go. That's what happens if you do a worldwide transfer embargo. I might do this a bit differently with some other parameters in place. Let me know if you have any ideas of how we can sort of incorporate transfer embargoes into future experiments, because I really did like this one, and I feel like there's more ground to uncover, and it could be a lot of fun. So yeah, do give me your ideas in the comments down below. Let me know any other experiments you might want to see, not attributed to transfer embargoes, just anything you've got on your mind. I'm all ears. Like I said before, a hell of a long time simulating and all that jazz. So yeah, please do like the video. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. We're still saying it, closing on 10k. I'll be saying this forever. Please subscribe. If you're still here, you probably clicked off. But if you haven't and you've not subscribed, subscribe. Get me close to that 10k mark. Feels like it's getting further away. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Do take good care of yourselves, gang. Stay on the channel and watch this one. I'll see you soon.